Hey guys, what's up? So, figured I'd just do some cooking. I'm cooking my dinner right now, and so figured we could kind of just like hang out. Nothing too exciting. Been having some like trouble, thinking, oh yeah, I'm gonna make a video. My brain's just been really busy. Been working a lot, and then this challenge that I'm putting together, which I have like one spot left. One of you could be the last person who claims that spot. I'll put the link below. But today, I have some pre-cooked shredded chicken and then some rice, and I'm doing bok choy and then some cabbage, which is right here in this bag that doesn't want to come out. Stubborn cabbage. Oh yeah, and then garlic and ginger. Did I say that? I don't know. So, today, or this week actually, is the anniversary of me moving into this place. Hey guys, what's up? So, I moved. It's been a year now, which is crazy. And I want to talk a little bit about feeling stuck, I guess, because I felt very stuck before I was able to move in here. So I'd kind of, wanted to give you maybe some tips or advice if you're feeling stuck. I think we all have those moments where we feel stuck, but the reality is that we're not actually stuck. Things just aren't moving as quickly as we want them to. That's something that I found out, because looking back, I was still moving forward. I was still taking steps to be able to move out. I was living with my parents previously. Like finances, California, it's rough. So, yeah, I'm gonna talk about that. But first, I wanna say that ginger, a lot of the times people like use a peeler or all that. I just flip my knife around, and you can take the skin off pretty easily with the back of your knife. You're not taking that much off. And then there's, of course, I know probably about 85% of you that are going to be like, oh, I just use a spoon. Why don't you just use a spoon? And it's like, why? Why not use the back of your knife? Because it's the same sharpness as a spoon, and you don't have to dirty another utensil. So, yeah, you can use the back of a knife. You're not going to cut yourself. It's the back of the knife. It's the same thing as using a spoon. It's just less utensils. You don't have to switch back and forth between a spoon and a knife. And yeah, so there's your kitchen tip for this rambly video. There we go. So now that we have the peeled ginger and the garlic, I'll be chopping this up. I'm having a hard time talking and like chopping at the same time, which is a little bit unusual. I'm pretty used to this, but apparently, COVID has just stripped me completely of any sort of multitasking or social skills whatsoever. So my camera does this awesome thing where the battery dies and it doesn't tell me, and then it just wipes out like whatever it was recording at the time. So that was fun. My battery might die again soon because this one is not all the way charged. But let us continue. So, about feeling stuck. You're not stuck unless you stop trying. And I feel like this time of year, it's winter, the days are short, we've got COVID looming. 2 tips of advice is 1, focus only on the present day. So for me, I've been having to tell myself every single day with like the looming shutdowns is, all right, so you can't control what happens tomorrow or next week or whatever, but today you have gym access. Today you can go to the gym. That's what is on your plate. So focus on that. That's it. If the gym's closed tomorrow, then you deal with that tomorrow. And you take it one day at a time, just like now. Other tip is break things down into smaller goals. So specifically, you could break it down into month goals. You could have weekly goals. I like to set like 3 weekly goals that are very, very small but obtainable, but will get me closer to that bigger goal. I do this with my clients, like 3 weekly goals, especially come Monday, and then you just have something to focus on, so it's more tangible for you to realize, oh yeah, I'm checking off these goals. I still have my long goal in sight. I'm making progress. It might be slow, but here we are. So that is I'm all over the place. But this is my 1-year anniversary of being in this place. And I want to tell you that I never thought this was going to be possible. And I remember moving in here thinking, I don't know if I'm going to be able to afford the rent next month, but I'm taking the risk. So sometimes reaching your goals takes not only effort, but sometimes it takes a little bit of risk. There's a risk of failure. There's always a risk of failure. However, that's how you learn. It's not a dead end. One of the reasons this is so memorable for me is because I have never lived by myself. And I remember literally like every session with my therapist saying, I just want to live with myself and my dog. And that is just the bare minimum that anyone can ask for. And you know, living in California, if you live in California, you might know how hard that actually is. It's like I got married when I was 21. I lived with my parents and moved out with my husband. I never lived on my own. So I, you know, went from living with my parents to my husband, and then moved back home after that was over. Then had roommates ever since from then, and kind of have been like back and forth, home and roommate kind of situation. So I was really like adamant that this time I wanted to move out on my own. Finally made it. It didn't make it without fear and lots of work and just risk in general. Carly's having fun doing something. What are you doing? Stop it. Stop it. Come here. Come here. YouTube missed you. It's been a while, huh? What's she doing? Not for doggies. Nope. So yeah, now I'm here living alone with my dog. And that is like, pertaining to where I came from is just, it sounds so stupid, but it means a lot to me. And then I made it a year when I didn't think I was gonna make it another month. But the way that I did that is just, I continued to focus on what I could control. And it was just like one foot in front of the other. And that's kind of still how it is. With COVID, there's so much uncertainty, and it really forces you to be present. And I think with COVID right now too, there's a little bit of discouragement of like the lockdowns and gyms closing and stuff like that. But we've been through this before. So although there is uncertainty, there is less uncertainty. But yeah, I've just realized that I've got like a lot of no meaningful things to say besides that if you're feeling stuck, you're not. You just move a little slower than you want. It's not impossible. You will get there. You just have to chip away at it, you know, slowly but surely. And pick a few things that you know is going to be more obtainable, and focus on just like breaking it down for yourself, and just keep going. And then also, I'm trying to like approach how I'm doing my next show, because it could be a while, because we've got some building to do. So you're always building your foundation to where you want to go next. And what I want to do next is eat. Okay, so meal, sriracha, dinner served, done. So let's wrap this up. Essentially, don't give up and don't lose sight of what you want to do. Break it down, smaller goals. And now I've got like so many things that I have in mind that I want to do that it just sends my brain into a crazy spiral. But so yeah, anyways, closing this out, I've been having a little trouble with resistance in making videos, so this is just my attempt at you know, not feeling like everything's gotta be super duper special and whatever. My dog, she just... Carly, can you stop? Can you stop? I feel like this whole video is a blooper. Like, I'm just gonna put this up and you're just gonna be like, wow, that was the worst video I've ever watched. Which, maybe that's just should be what I'm aiming for. But I'm gonna eat this now. Obviously I should probably like go to bed or sleep more. Or go rest my brain. If you want to join my fitness challenge, the link is below. Thanks guys, peace out. I'll see you next time.